I used to think that writing on LinkedIn just meant you get an idea, you write it down, and then you hit publish. But from experience of doing this for the past few months, almost every day, I can nowadays say that there are actually many more steps to it if you want to do this well, do this LinkedIn thing well, and build your personal brand and publish things that are of good quality. Yeah. And so I made this LinkedIn post publishing checklist for our team at Magic Design, for anyone who wants to, create their own personal brand, and also for myself, for when I'm posting on LinkedIn and want a step-by-step breakdown of what I need to think about. So that I want to just show it to you, so that to share what I've learned from these past months. I basically start by engaging with posts from my feed, or also from my engagement list, which is just a list with 5-10 accounts that I like the content of. And it's a good practice to just make it a habit to engage before and after publishing a LinkedIn post, because LinkedIn is a social media and you need to try to be social at least to get more reach, network with people, build new connections. So it's just a good practice, but never force it. Don't comment for the sake of it, because this will not do the job basically. Next thing I do is I read the full first line of the written text that or the post that I wrote. And then I ask myself, would I stop to read this if I saw it on my feed? Would it catch my attention? Is the topic relevant to my target audience? There have been countless of times where I was about to post something, then I ask myself, is this actually helping my personal brand or the brand account I manage? Or is this helping in any way? Is this really interesting and relevant to my target audience? Will it really provide value? And then I had to accept that it did not, and then find something new to post. So just a very important question to ask yourself before publishing anything. The next step is to read the full post out loud. I think this is very important. And then you can ask yourself, is the post engaging, entertaining, educational, or inspiring? It should be at least one of those things. And also, does it sound like something I would say? Everything I write, I try to sound as natural as possible. I try to make it sound like something, like a conversation I would have with myself or with someone else. And I think this is key, especially now with AI content being so popular on LinkedIn. Everything sounds the same, starts sounding the same. We start using those big words that ChatGPT suggests we use, and just reading it out loud will make you spot those words and simplify as much as you can. Also ask myself, is there a way to shorten the text? Am I rambling about a topic that is not contributing to the story? I try to cut it down. That is much harder than it sounds. Also, I check for spelling mistakes. Obviously, I also use Grammarly, so if there is an obvious mistake, it spots it. And I also check if I have added a CTA, a call to action. So if you like this, comment below, or repost if you found this valuable. Those are both CTAs. Next step is tagging people. So if I did tag someone, which I try to do if I'm doing like posts about tools or about people, content creators I like, did I tag everyone correctly? Because things can go south there. I know from experience. And the next point is checking the formatting. So typically I try to not go for blocks of text. I try to break it down into like 3 lines, 1 line, 3 lines, 1 line, 1 line, 1 line, line break, so that it's easier to read. And you can see on LinkedIn, if you go through your feed, I'm sure you'll notice that a lot of people try to avoid blocks of text, and basically try to do that too, is my suggestion. And I also sometimes use LinkedIn Post Formatter from Taplio, which is a free tool, and it can help you add some bold elements or italic elements for easier readability as well. Also, before I post, I check the visual. I try to add a visual most of the time, either a video or a graphic. And if the graphic, for example, has text, I need to check the spelling of the text and the formatting and font and everything. Is the font on brand? Is the line height okay? Is the visual eye-catching? Is something I check as well. Like, would I stop to look at it if I saw it in my feed? Can I try to make it more eye-catching before posting? Last but not least, I add hashtags. I add like 3 to 4 main hashtags that are relevant to the topic. We made it to the end of the checklist. You can now hit publish, but there are 3 short things to do. I add a first comment, which just mentions something relevant or asks another question, so like a secondary call to action. I add a second comment, sometimes, mentioning a free resource. So if I have a free ebook or a Notion template, then I add a link to it and say, if you like this post, you probably will like this ebook, basically. And then the third post is engaging again with posts in my feed for around 5 to 10 minutes. If I have the time. I'm not perfect. I don't always do all of these things, but this is a good guideline to have. And also on this LinkedIn post-publishing checklist page, I have some ChatGPT and writing tips. So writing tips are here, and some ChatGPT tips for writing content. And I have a few tools that I saved. So a link to the post formatter, a link to the Chrome extension, some tips about researching topics, and TypeShare, which I like as well. Thank you so much, and have a lovely day. Rock LinkedIn. Happy Monday. Bye.